Yo guys, welcome back to the channel today. Wow, I didn't think this would be my second video of the year, but this is me recording this pretty late on. But honestly, I'm glad I recorded it late because we got some big news regarding Trails series. So first and foremost, I kind of want to go over my total opinion on Trails into the Horizon, or technically up to Trails into the Horizon. So once again, I pretty much finished this about a month ago, 1 week after it released. And why is this video coming out late? I just got lazy about it. But it's been 3 years since I played the original Trails Beyond the Horizon, or Kai no Kiseki on the Japanese version of the game. And I just wanted to give you my overall opinion of the game as is stands to date. Since I delivered that original review of the game, not much has changed. I think I've lightened up a little bit over the course of the years regarding the ending to the game. And if you guys want to know of a little bit of a recap, I really enjoyed the game back then. I just was really upset by the ending because it was very much. It doesn't feel like it feels like everything once again we worked forward towards that ending being completely ruined. And that sentiment was echoed by a lot of Japanese players at the current time. They enjoyed the game. The ending really felt it hit the gut really hard, and it wasn't a good feeling. Knowing what I know now compared to what I knew 3 years ago, if I were to know if we were still waiting 3 years for, once again, we're not even there yet. We don't even have an announcement for the next game. 3 years to even get a conclusion to the Calvert series or to see where we're going next in the series, I would be fucking pissed and I'm furious. And I still am furious knowing what happened at the end of Horizon. And once again, if you click on this video, this is spoilers already. We reset the timeline, essentially, because of the Septarian of Time. That is what has made so many people mad about where the storytelling is going. Because there's so many theories like, oh, we're only going to start from the Daybreak series. We're only going to start from this game. But we don't know. And that's kind of my biggest thing where I despise the ending when I first played it 3 years ago. Now I'm a little bit more mellowed on the ending. And my opinion now comes to the fact that I will wait and see how I feel about the ending of the first of Kai to see what the overall score I would give to Kai. My other big question and like my disdain for Kai, the original, it was the difficulty. After playing the English version, I've cheesed it way more. You really have to cheese a lot of the high end bosses in this game through like full dodging, invis. I know how to cycle that much more than I did when I previously played the game. So even though they didn't turn down the difficulty here, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, after playing Sky Remake, that game is way harder than this game, just because of how little resources you actually get compared to Kai. Kai, you get so many resources to actually manage now. Now that I can translate everything way easier than I did before, build crafting teams is much easier now. So the difficulty part, I will scale back a little bit. But once again, you kind of sort of have to know how to cheese the game in order to be able to play at those higher end difficulties, which is like right now. But it's no longer a concern for me from the original when I graded the original and reviewed the original. The big thing once again comes down to the ending of Kai, and that's where a lot of it's going to be divisive. But ultimately, I did enjoy the game. Like, there's the gameplay, I still enjoy. There are parts of the story where I just feel like they're rushing, and they did rush. We now know in an interview that was done in the end of January 2026 that they admit they fucked up the story. They are getting burnt out of the story, and they rushed everything. We now know they rushed the first game, they panicked on the second game, and they panicked on the third game now. We officially know that they stated that they rushed it, and they're looking to make amends in the next game. So officially, Kondo has said they are going to finish the script, which is insane to me that they admitted that they didn't know what the script was, what the story was before they finished the game. That is insane, to be essentially writing the story and the script up to you finishing the game at the same time. And that also plays into the fact of why the English version is taking so long, is because, once again, when they finish the game, they don't have the script completely done until they finish the game. Now, when the game comes out, there's no time for their English counterparts to translate it. So right now, they're saying, hey, we're going to finish the script for Kai 2, Horizon 2, then finish the game. Not we're not going to start working on the game till the script is done. So that leaves a big hope for the English version to release simultaneously with the Japanese version. Then the realization comes in. They haven't finished the script. This means it could possibly be 2027 at the earliest that we will see Kai 2. They are still, once again, they're still working, I assume, on finishing up Kyoto Xanadu, which once again got announced in February. Insane that that's coming out finally. Like, I've been waiting for that for a while now. So that's coming out in summer 2026. We should be getting Sky 2 remake in fall 2026. So the earliest they would have to finish the entirety of the game to make would be 2027. A much more realistic, or a softball for them, would be 2028. So that would be almost 5 years since the original game came out that we had this major cliffhanger with the Septarian of Time. And I'm with the Japanese folks here. I would be fucking furious on the franchise if it took 5 years, 4 to 5 years, to even seek what the ending is after they neglected. And they, once again, they said they messed up. They got burnt out. They didn't want to work on it for these last couple years. And a lot of the fans are now realizing, especially in English, we want the next game. We don't understand why you remade Sky 1 first. And they've gone on record saying they did Sky 1 remake because they needed a break. They needed something to recharge themselves. I'm not going to lie with you guys. Like, with the controversy coming around with Proud Nordics and all of this, you really should be focusing. I don't want to tell you how to do this, but you should be focusing on making the conclusion for the Calvard series. To wait multiple years on this is really, really bad. People are. You think that's bad? When the fans start getting burned out, that's bad. You don't want your fans to have apathy over it. However, I think all of us will still play it. All the people that enjoyed the series will play it when it comes out. I'm glad that they're actually gonna do this right, especially if this is the finale. I swear to God, if this isn't the finale, I don't know how they're going to even do this to pull this all together. There's so many diverging timelines. Once again, until we know where we start past the time reset, I have no clue how much they're going to have to retroactively change, because I don't know what the solution is either. And once again, there are a lot of theories on what could happen, and my biggest theory, once again, was Sky Remake was the new timeline. You didn't need to do anything. You needed to make one line dialogue change from an Ouroboros member acknowledging that this is the new timeline. Something very subtle. You don't even have to make it sound like it. Just a subtle line. All you needed to initiate that this is the new timeline. That hasn't happened. May happen in Sky Remake 2. I don't know. Who knows? But that's because we don't know how far back we have to go with the time reset. Because we don't truly know, what does it mean when Yen Fai says you need to get your own divergent weapon? Does he mean we need the Septarian of Steel back to defeat the Septarian of Time? That means we gotta retroactively change things from CS3 to CS4. I don't know. A lot of people say we're going back to the beginning of Daybreak. I mean, back in Daybreak. I don't know if that's enough time to fix everything. People saying we're going back to the beginning of Horizon. It's only a couple days before the time reset happens. What are we gonna do in a couple days time? I just don't like. Well, once again, until I mean, I ultimately don't know how I feel about Horizon. I love the game. I don't know how I feel about the story until we see the next game and what they set up. And by the looks of it, they don't know either until they finish the script. Well, folks, once again, that is my overall look back at Trails of Horizon and review, and what's a little bit of what's going on. Until the next one, stay safe. Peace out.